Hello students, welcome to the final lesson. We're on page 65, lesson number 10, reading. So, you see on your screen, I want you to read this. I'm going to read it. You can read it along with me, but I want you to read it on your own. And when you read it, say it out loud, okay? And so the title of this article is Race the U.S. What is the U.S.? See, U period, S period, it's an abbreviation for the United States. Race the United States. How many different kinds of races can you think of? So look, what happens at what happens at the water festival? There's a boat race. And in Siem Reap, every year there's a marathon. We say marathon. Marathon. A marathon is a foot race. A boat race, a bicycle race, a foot race, a car race, many different kinds of races. And so many different kinds of races can you think of. Here are three unique races. Something unique is something that is special and different from others. Unique. You are a unique person because you are special and you are different from others. And so, three unique races. And so, remember, in our reading exercise, we read to get information. And so you need your book to fill in the answer on exercise A, or you need a piece of paper. So when you read or when you listen, you get a piece of paper and you write because you're looking for information. That's what we're trying to teach you. We're teaching you observation skills. These are called observation skills, comprehension skills. How much do you comprehend? When you read something, how much do you remember? And so if you read it, you should underline it or highlight it. Why? Underlining or highlighting a word or a sentence helps you to remember it. Read slowly, read it out loud, underline important words or highlight important words. It helps you to remember. I do it all the time. Everything I read, I underline or I highlight because it helps me to remember it, and also it helps me to find it later. If I'm looking for some information, and if I've underlined or highlighted the important words, it's easy for me to find if I need it later. And so what are you looking for? We're going to read about three very interesting races. One, look at letter A. One is called the Empire State Building Run-Up. The second one is called the Badwater Run. The third is called the Race Across America. And so we're looking for places. Where do these take place? We say, where do they happen? Where do these races happen? Where do these races take place? What is the distance? How far? And what are the winning times? Okay, what is the time? The amount of time it takes to run the race or do the race, how much time does it take? All right, and so let's read this together, and I'm going to read it, and as I read it, I'm going to be underlining the answers because I didn't do it yet. Okay, so I'm going to, the Empire State Building, but first let's look at the pictures. See these pictures? This building is called the Empire State Building. This building is in New York City. Many, many years ago, this used to be the tallest building in the world. But it's a very famous building, and it's called the Empire State Building. You can see the picture on the left, looking up at the Empire State Building, and you can see the picture on the right. You can see it's a very tall building, among other buildings. And look, you see the people running. These people are racing inside the Empire State Building. They're racing from the bottom to the top of the Empire State Building. Look at them. There's so many of them. They're racing, and they're racing upstairs. They're running upstairs. And when they get to the top, they fall down because they're so tired. The next race is it's called the Badwater Run. Badwater is the name of a place. Badwater, and so Badwater is the name of a place, and it's in a desert. A desert is a very dry place, and you look at the pictures, you can see it's hot. This desert is very, very hot. And it's the hottest desert in the world. It's called Death Valley. The name of this desert is Death Valley. It's so hot. And so, but they race. Look, they're running and racing in the desert, and they race from the desert to the mountains. And so you see that mountain? They race from the hot desert to the snowy mountain. That's interesting. And the third picture you see is the race across America. And so you see the men and women on the bicycles, and they're near the ocean. They're near the Pacific Ocean. And so the race goes from the Pacific Ocean to the Atlantic Ocean. Look at the map. Look at the map. The race goes from one side of the United States to the other side of the United States. And you can see they're racing in the desert. They're racing, riding their bicycles in the mountains. Wow, this is amazing. And so let's read this, all right? Here are 3 unique races. One race takes place in a building, in the Empire State Building run-up. It's called the Empire State Building run-up. Racers run up the stairs to the top of New York City's Empire State Building. The climb is 1,050 feet, or 302 meters. Or it's 86 floors. Chon min chon, bait sep promoy chon. Rất long. It's 1,575 steps. Winners can reach the top in just 10 to 11 minutes. This is amazing. From the bottom of the building to the top of the building is 320 meters. It's 86 floors, 1,575 steps. And they finished the race in 10 to 11 minutes. I think I would die. That is amazing to me. Let's look at the next race. Racers in the Badwater Run in California, they run 139 miles, 224 kilometers. They run 224 kilometers. And they climb 2,637 meters. The race begins in Death Valley, a desert. The temperature is about 54 degrees Celsius. And the contestants, the people who run are called contestants, sometimes run through sandstorms. The race ends near the top of Mount Whitney, where the temperature is only -1 degree Celsius. They start the race and it's 54 degrees Celsius. When they finish the race, after 224 kilometers on the mountain, it's -1 degree Celsius. That is amazing. And there are sometimes ice storms. Amazingly, winners can finish the race in about 28 hours. They run 224 kilometers in 28 hours. Amazing. The race across America is a bicycle race. Okay, so the Empire State Building run-up is a foot race. The Badwater Run is a foot race. But the race across America is a bicycle race all the way across America, from Irvine, California to Savannah, Georgia. In this race, there are no timeouts for sleep. They don't sleep. So the racers, they only sleep about 3 hours a day. They race all the way across America, and every day they only sleep about 3 hours. That's crazy. And winners complete, the race is 4,667 kilometers. And so from one side of the United States to the other side is almost 5,000 kilometers. The United States is very big, and these people ride their bicycle across America. And it takes 8 to 10 days. Think about this. Almost 5,000 kilometers, and they ride it in 8 to 10 days. So let's see. I live in Siem Reap, and Phnom Penh is probably almost 300 kilometers from Siem Reap. It would probably take me at least 3 or 4 days to ride my bicycle. But these people ride 5,000 kilometers, almost 5,000 kilometers in 8 to 10 days. That, to me, is very amazing. And so, the Empire State Building run-up, where is it? It's in New York City. The distance, 320 meters, 86 floors, 1,575 steps. How do I know that? Because I wrote in my book. As I read it, I knew the information I was looking for, and so I underlined the distance, I underlined the place, I underlined the time. So it's very easy for me to find. The winning time, 10 to 11 minutes. The Badwater Run, where is it? Death Valley and Mount McKinley. How do I know that? I underlined it when I was reading it because I knew it was probably information that I needed. The distance, 224 kilometers. The winning times, 28 hours. And so the race across America, this is for you to do yourself. Where is the race across America? Where does the race across America happen? It happens in America. I'll give you that one. What's the distance? So you look at this again, you read it again, tell me how many kilometers, and tell me the winning times. How many days does it take to ride a bicycle across America? These are amazing races. I didn't know about them. I've never heard of these races. It's incredible. It's very interesting for me. Would you like to do it? Would you like to do the Empire State Building Run? Would you like to do the Badwater Run? Would you like to ride across America? All right, let me know. Let me know. Teacher, I do want to. I would like to. I would not like to. All right, I'll see you in the next unit. Take care and do a great job, my favorite student.